I'm gonna leave it right there for a second. Put it right there.
Yo, what up? We are currently on the way to Tana Hills Tavern and Music Hall to watch the Cannons, hence the
80s aesthetic.
80s aesthetic. We're looking forward to it. In fact, we're actually trying to test out the Holy Spirit in that place.
We're trying to see if it's an area that we should be in, or if it's something we should probably stay away from.
Just a little bit of context. It was actually him who introduced me, who was introduced by
My coworkers.
yeah, coworkers, and we just thought the whole vibe and the aesthetic of the band was like awesome.
It was really chill, really retro, but is it something as Christians we should be surrounding ourselves with?
Mm-hmm. Now, I just like listening to the songs. I don't have any
Same.
personal conviction to it, but being in like an enclosed space with a bunch of secular people who's like there solely for secular reasons, you know, it does put a little bit of conviction in a person's heart. But
Sunday, when we were after church, I was someone that felt convicted, sort of how this whole thing started. Should we test this? And right now we're not sure, so we're going to test it when we get there. And we're going to see from there on if that's something we should be surrounding ourselves with.
which honestly, the answer is probably no. But we already paid for the tickets.
Yeah.
And so we're committing to it, and we'll see how it is. But I'm personally excited.
I'm excited.
Oh wait, did I already talk about the fact that we're
Yeah, we're going to
charging? Well, we're parked. Okay, I'm parked. I drive a Tesla for all y'all that don't know. And the mileage on this thing is like non-existent. So if you're considering ever going road tripping on a Tesla, don't. But if you do have to, thankfully Elon and his buddies at Tesla are creating a bunch of these supercharger networks. So
If you're in Texas, Buc-ee's will always have them.
Buc-ee's always have.
And I just found out they re-released Big Blue. Come on, man. That's lame. That's just basic.
I told him earlier that I thought it was like medicine, which I bet you
It's
it
the
is.
good kind of medicine. You know, the kind that you're like, But at the same time, we're gonna go see a friend that he hasn't seen in around 5-6 years.
Ethan freaking Johnson.
Just got out of the Marines. I got to see him while I was at my tech school for learning about my class, my job, and it was really weird seeing him again. But at the same time, that day we hung out for 12-ish hours, just like all my other close friends. It was like nothing. We never left.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know Ethan, he's a life. He is a character, but I do look forward to meeting him just because of his energy and also everything that he brings good in the world. He is a father, which is quite unexpected. He was the first among our friend group to have a kid, right?
Get married, have a kid.
Get married, have a kid, straight off of high school. Like, I mean, I don't know what I was doing at 19. It was definitely not having kids. So
He's definitely. He's at times he seems kind of childish, but he's in my eyes, I see him as one of the more mature people in this world. He definitely has a lot of knowledge and he carries himself very maturely, but he has a goofy side just like everyone else.
Yeah. My memory of him in high school is pretty limited, but from what I do have, he's always been a genuine, down-to-earth type of guy who honestly didn't care about how other people saw him. It was just like, he's very grounded, you know, which is very good. Like me struggling with like, you know, people's perception of me and also feeling as though people judge me all the time. Like, it's a refresher to see people who do not give a crap about that.
Yeah. Probably a very relaxed feeling, I don't know how to explain it. It's just peace. Perfect peace.
You guys can't tell, this is our first time vlogging.
Yeah.
So we look really awkward
Really
on camera.
dumb. Very dumb.
But
trying to like not stare at myself. At
We're
the camera.
trying to kill time, bro. We have 15 minutes left until the charge is over.
I've seen videos where the people, you could tell they're new to vlogging and they'll just stare at the camera the whole time. And I'm like trying to not do that.
So like I was saying, Ethan is
And also a wife, but we talked about this already.
what?
It's the wife.
Oh, a wife.
And actually, putting in the work, I guess, obviously to better yourself, but to pursuing.
But the moment I started to get that framework, that mindset of, hey, it's not about me, it's about Jesus, and it's about what he wants to do in this relationship, if there even is one, that's when I started to get peace in my life.
And then I'm like, well, I don't feel like I'm ready. Like I still have to pursue my relationship with Christ first.
Married couples in there that do talk about their experience, and so far, some are tenured, others are not, but their experience of constant communication and the fact that even in marriage, even in union, they realized there's so much they were not prepared for, they were not ready for, and it didn't matter how many times they prayed, it wasn't until they were in that seal of covenantal love that they realized, oh my gosh, okay, there's still so much work to do, even in the midst of our relationship.
Yeah.
So sometimes in our season of singleness, it's not enough to say, oh, I'm not ready. It's really, truly when God calls you to. But if you don't have that peace in your life, then maybe that season has not truly come yet. You can be in a crowd of 100 and all 100 of them can say, hey, this is not a great idea. Hey, this is a lost cause. Hey, like, maybe it's not worth pursuing. But the one who's standing up for you, aka Jesus, is telling you need to.
Yeah.
Are you going to follow the lead of the 100 people that are telling you that you can't? Or are you going to follow the shepherd? And in my case, I'm in my walk right now. I'm not going to explicitly say the name, but in my walk right now, I'm choosing to commit to what I think is my calling, and to get that conclusion for myself instead of backing out and listening to the tenfold, the 100.
Yeah. That's good.
So don't let doubt creep into it, and don't let the lack of readiness consume you. Because, I mean,
just taking that leap of faith.
Right, and we look throughout the entire Old Testament and alongside the New Testament, whether it comes from like the stories of Moses leading the Israelites away from the bondage of Egypt, which is the most prominent story, but you are well more versed than I am, and you know all the stories that come with those very similar story arcs. So the hardest part is, like you said, taking that leap of faith and just jumping to it straight away. And when I'm saying this, I'm not just saying it to you, I'm also saying it to myself, because I need that constant affirmation from the Lord that what I am doing is right and according to his will, and not just something that's determined solely by me, because I think that's something that he's harping on, is to not have a selfish relationship with the flesh, but to have a selfless relationship with God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to find our way to the side. And also very...
Oh, that was so stressful. Because the entire time, people were shoving us. And then I was having to like...
What's up? My name's Ethan. I'm 24 and I never learned how to read. So
I barely
I spend my days nowadays just being 23 and doing whatever I feel like doing, which isn't necessarily always the best thing. People tell me that I should stay out of trouble, and my typical response is, I try.
going on over there. That
The
wasn't
truck
you,
is
right?
backing up in the middle of the street.
That wasn't. They weren't honking at you.
No, there was a pickup truck backing up in the middle of the road. But yeah, you know, this is that's about it. You know, I work on cars and I tinker with things, and I like music even though I don't know how to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, what is something that's been on your mind in the past? We didn't really like specify.
It could be
just, like something that's on your mind.
like, it could be a couple months, or it could be a couple days.
Really? I think what I'm gonna do with my life now.
It's important.
I haven't picked one yet.
Anything that's been on your heart, or you feel like God's leading you?
Sometimes I feel a gentle push back towards the military.
I
don't know why.
was gonna say, I have a friend who goes to my Bible studies. He's pretty spiritual and all that, but he, no, he's a Christian obviously, but just I asked him, I was like, "You want to go into ministry? Because you know your stuff." And he's like, "No, I'm a warrior at heart. Because I'm going to Syria. I'm gonna be in the field and all that." And I was like, respect, major respect, because not everyone can do that. In
That's
fact,
a one way.
oh, I thought you were going left.
I was trying to go right.
So there's nothing wrong with going into that field.
I feel like Thanos after he snaps his fingers and he's
And
like,
he's-
well, what do I do
He
now?
rests. That's what he did.
Yeah, but I don't have
Yeah.
the bank account
about
to
to
just
say.
rest for the rest of my life.
You're kind of too young to rest, so. But I think as Christians, even when we're older, technically we're still supposed to be working in some capacity. We'll have our rest throughout the days, and especially on the Sabbath.